Good afternoon, class 12. Hope you all are fine. Today we'll continue with Act 4, Scene 1, line number 195. In our previous class, we studied how Ariel, on Prospero's advice, led the three varlets, Caliban, Stefano, and Trinculo, to the filthy pool. He told Ariel to hang certain gaudy, shiny garments to distract the conspirators. Stefano and Trinculo were annoyed at Caliban, and Trinculo was more concerned and sad at the loss of their wine bottles. Stefano supports Trinculo and says, "There is not only disgrace and dishonor in that monster, but an infinite loss." That means it is not only a disgrace and dishonor, but also a loss on losing the bottles. Trinculo says, "That's more to me than my wetting, yet this is your harmless fairy monster." He says that losing the bottle was a bigger loss than getting wet in the dirty pond. Yet Stefano says that Caliban was a harmless monster. Stefano says, "I will fetch off my bottle, though I be yours, years for thy labor." He says he would get back his bottle even though he has to get submerged in the dirty water all again. Caliban, listening to them, pleads, "Prithee, my king, be quiet. Seest thou here? This is the mouth of the cell. No noise and enter. Do that good mischief which may make this island thine own forever, and I thy Caliban for aye thy foot liquor." Which means, "I request you, master, do not make any noise. This is the entrance of Prospero's cell. Enter without making any noise. Please carry out our plan which would make this island yours forever, and I, Caliban, will be your slave forever." Hearing this, Stefano says, "Give me your hand. Give me thy hand. I do begin to have bloody thoughts." Stefano gets energized and says, "Give me your hand. Now I'm getting ferocious thoughts." Trinculo says, "O King Stefano, O peer, O worthy Stefano, look what a wardrobe here is for thee." Suddenly, Trinculo sees those garments, those gaudy garments, and says, "O King Stefano, look what fine clothes are here for you." Trinculo, "O ho monster, we know what belongs to a flippery, O King Stefano." Trinculo says, "Well, monster, we know that they belong to an old cloth shop, O King Stefano." Caliban shouts and says, "Let it be alone, thou fool, it is but trash." That means, let them be there, fool, they are nothing but trash. Stefano continues, "Put off that gown, Trinculo, by this hand I'll have that gown." Stefano tells Trinculo, "Remove those gowns, I swear that I will have it." Trinculo is pleased to say, "Your Majesty will have it, thy grace shall have it." Caliban gets very annoyed. He curses Trinculo and says, "The dropsy drowned this fool. What do you mean to dote thus on such luggage? Let's along and do the murder first. If he awake from toe to crown, he'll fill our skins with pinches, make us strange stuff." He curses Trinculo and says, "May this fool suffer from dropsy, that is a swelling of body caused by disease. Why are you fond of such rubbish? Let us commit the murder, cause if Prospero wakes up, he would make us suffer with pain from head to foot, and will make us do strange things." Stefano, "Be you quiet, monster. Mistress line is not this my jerking. Now is the jerking under the line. Now, jerking, you are like to lose your hair and prove a bald jerkin." Stefano shouts at Caliban and tells him to be quiet. Stefano shouts and says, takes down the jacket from the clothesline and says, "Now the coat is under the line." Line also means equator. There is a saying that people who pass the line gets violent fevers which makes them lose their hair. So Caliban will also become bald because he has crossed that line. Trinculo supports Stefano and says, Do, we steal by line and level, ain't like your grace." We steal, that means he wants to say we steal systematically. Stefano says, "I thank thee for that jest. Here's a garment for it, which shall not go unrewarded while I am king of this country. Steel by line and level is an excellent pass of pate. There's another garment for it. Stefano thanks Trinculo for the joke and gives a garment as a reward for the joke. Wisdom would be appreciated while he would be the king. Steel by line and level was indeed a good joke, he says. So he hands over another garment as a gift. Trinculo tells Caliban, Monster, come, put some lime upon your fingers and away with the rest. Trinculo tells Caliban to make his fingers sticky with bird lime and have the rest of the garments. We'll finish today's class here, children. We'll conclude in the next class, Act 4, Scene 1.